Hello Aries, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. How are you, my fellow fire signs? Thank you so much for clicking here. If you're one of the ones that came in the side door over the last couple of weeks, there's been quite an influx. Welcome, welcome. If you're brand new, thank you for clicking here and giving this a chance. I hope that you'll stay. I hope you will subscribe. So for those of you who've been here for a while, my ride or dies, thank you so much for doing that. Thank you for the ways you love me, giving me thumbs up, being in the comments, and cross-watching, all of that good stuff. Thank you so much for allowing me to get into your energy and get to know you a little bit. All right, enough with the gratitude. Can never have too much, right? Here we go. Aries, this is for you. Whenever you find this reading, it's always going to be for the week ahead. These are predictions, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for your sign. Thank you if you're a cross watcher. Let's take a look. Aries, tell me what's going on for Aries in the week ahead. Aries. All right. Release. What are you releasing this week? You know, I love the fall time. It's my favorite. Oh, these colors, look at them. Look at this. Somebody is going to take a risk and release something. Aries, interesting. Illumination. It's because you've had a realization about something. You have had an illumination. The light's turned on. I feel like you're about to take a risk, and that wouldn't be unlike you because you are a fire sign for sure. I'm hearing in my head, oh, but what if you fly? It feels like you're taking a risk that you think that you could fall. And I heard in my head, oh, but what if you fly? Right? I think Judy Garland said that. I could be wrong. Nonetheless, the release card tells me that for one, we could be releasing something as we turn into the fall time season, wherever that is at your end of the world. You know, the trees, you know, everything in nature, everything around us, every little thing teaches us a lesson, a valuable lesson. And the fall time teaches us that, you know, it's okay to release the things that have built up through the whole year. It's okay to release what you don't need. Also, the leaves, they fall to protect the grass. And so I've never really understood in the parts of the world where they have winter, I never understood why people rake leaves. Because the leaves themselves are meant to nourish the grass. And the leaves are meant to protect the grass so it doesn't get burnt by the frost. Okay, what else are we talking about here for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I think it's more about you releasing something, and you might be doing that releasing in the fall time. We've got freedom. You're releasing yourself from something. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Look, I think this is the same message that was in the sneak peek. It feels like you're gaining freedom by speaking up. We've got blue here. Look, the violet is the third eye. Something you're seeing clearer now that you didn't see before has caused you to speak up. Blue is the throat chakra. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Whatever it is, whatever you're releasing, you're not happy there. Whether that is a home or maybe you're selling that old car. Maybe you're releasing someone from your life, whether that's a friendship or a love. Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. I think that's what's happening here. It feels like you feel sad to have to let this go, but the truth of the matter is it's not contributing to your soul's growth, and I know that you know that. It's a feeling you have. You get to a certain point in your life where, like, I'm not doing this hamster wheel anymore. I need freedom, and I need to release anybody's expectations on me. I need to do what makes me happy, not what makes them happy. I like it. Aries, let's keep going. Aries. You're releasing all the things that are holding you down. Not for you. You're releasing all the things. You're gaining freedom from the things that are not for you. And I like this because the little fortune cookie says nope. Hope you could see that. It says nope. Yeah, and I think it says nope because we're looking at all colors violet, right? Because now you see things for what they are. And I think that you could be in some sort of a relationship. We've got the 6, which is the lovers. You could be choosing between two, but you could be in a relationship that's just not for you, that you've seen something clearly. And I feel it's like something that only you can see. I'm looking at this very faint face here, and it feels like it's something you didn't see before, but it's almost like other people don't see it, and you're the only one that does. And you know for a surety that it's not for you. Yeah, and I keep getting that message over and over for you here. Why? Because of the new life. Because you're supposed to be on a different path. And that's why you're seeing it now. And now you have to speak it out because it's not for you, because you're tired of following the crowd. You're tired of doing what everybody tells you to do, putting your head down and following the one in front of you. You're tired of it. You just want to be your own person in your new life, where you can ask as many questions as you want. All right. One more. We'll use Moonology because we literally are not out of moon energy this month. Yep. The new moon in Leo is coming up on the 16th. We had just barely got out of the full moon in Aquarius. And as we move out of the new moon, while being in retrograde with Mercury and Mercury shadow phase and Venus still in Venus still in its own retrograde, that's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of changes, and that's what I'm witnessing here. Lots of changes. People really thinking about things. Cerebral time was the moon in Aquarius, and now we take action. And we're running for the gates, right? We're running for the new moon energy. The new moon in Leo is taking us there. A new romantic cycle begins. I really feel, and I'm sorry to repeat myself if you did see the sneak peek, but it does feel like you are letting go of something to go towards something else that you love. It's romance. It's not something else, it's someone else. Either you've already released it, or you're about to release it because it's not for you. You've realized something here, and it's giving you balance. This is a new moon card. It says new moon. It feels like it's giving you balance of this leaving this here, releasing this is giving you balance enough to get your justice. This new romantic cycle that's beginning here. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. All right. Let's look at some tarot. What is coming up for Aquarius? Aries, please. What is coming up for Aries in the week ahead, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. You could be dealing with Aquarius. Maybe you're one of those people who made some sort of a big decision around that full moon in Aquarius. Tell me what's coming up for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. All right. We've got the 5 of Cups in the reverse. You can't feel bad about them anymore. Yeah, you have to do what's best for you, Aries. And I think you do realize that as we head into sort of, crossing sort of into Wednesday, the midweek next week, it's a realization of, I can't just play this game anymore. I need to do what makes me happy. I need the freedom to have my victories. I need my freedom. I need to go. What I got here? Ace of Pentacles. I feel like the Pentacles move too slow for you. I don't think that you're willing to invest here. It's not for you. You realized that you need to release this person because it's not for you. You're not invested here. I feel like what's not for you is the Ace of Pentacles. I don't think I want to invest there. A new romantic cycle begins, and it scares the heck out of you. It feels like fear. The devil's casting fear and doubt, and you can't do that. What do you think? Who do you think you are? You can't do that, Aries. Yeah, I feel like the devil energy is trying to rock your balance. I'm going to say that the new romantic cycle is going to be around the corner for you, Aries, when you shift into a place of peace and comfort, like a feeling of all things in the world are well, and I know what I'm doing. I know what path I'm on. I know what my future is going to look like. I want to say that if you're still feeling a little bit anxious, or you have fear or doubt, it's not the time to move on it. But there is a new romantic cycle that begins. And look, whatever's meant for you will never pass you by, whether you're the person reaching out or the person who might be receiving a message here. We're going to talk about that because I feel a message coming in there. We got the 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, wow, and the High Priestess. You are connected with someone psychically that is your soulmate, and you know they are all of it. You want the long-term relationship. You know this person is a great parent. You may want them parenting your children and moving in with you. It's a shocker realization for you. We've got the Page of Cups there. It's a surprise. You surprise yourself. It's like you realize, I think that's why you're pulling away from here, that you realize that there is somebody else that you have to explore the Page of Cups with. The Six of Pentacles. You need to give this person reciprocity. I feel like you're deeply connected to someone that gives you the butterflies in the belly. But I want to say that you can't stop thinking about this person. High Priestess, I feel like you're connected energetically. I also want to tell you to make sure that you are using your intuition. And the High Priestess is also about silence. It's like we go from silence to a long-term relationship that is like the apex of happiness. That's up to our eyeballs and emotion. And the rainbow's here. So it's like something is coming up here. And it is definitely a new romantic cycle. I feel like you are pursuing something in the week ahead. And it almost feels like you've given up on one thing, or I shouldn't say given up. Look, you're allowed to make the decisions that are best for your life and your happiness. That's what this says. So whatever decisions you decided to make back there caused you to release something that you're no longer going to feel badly about. That maybe you had some guilt. We showed that on the bottom of this deck. Maybe you had some guilt about wanting to do it, but the Five of Cups in reverse is, I don't have any more regrets. I can't have any more regrets. I have to release this. It's not for you. So you pull, I feel, we've pulled the Three of Cups. So I want to say that the Five of Cups is telling me no more regrets. I have to have the reunion. I have to have the happiness, the celebration. I feel like you're releasing your sadness or your guilt or your regret. And I think that you're going for it. The Three of Cups here tells me that you released something so you could have a reunion. You released a situation so you could have a reunion with someone else. The Nine of Cups, the Emperor, there you are, taking charge. I like it. The Fool, and the Five of Swords. Whew. Okay, lots and lots coming at me here. We've got this probably because the High Priestess is on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, and the High Priestess is on the bottom of this deck as well. So I want to say that both of you are probably in a psychic energy. You both have some sort of energy that connects you emotionally or energetically, that this tie is a tie that, I don't know, that can be cut. The Chariot tells me that it's about feelings. Chariot is the hidden love energy, right? I feel like you've been harboring feelings about someone that you know is your wish fulfillment. And I think that you've reached a point in your life where you're like, I can't do this anymore. I'm not going to pretend my way into the grave. I need to have my happiness. You're allowed to have happiness. You are, sweetheart. You're allowed to have happiness. And sometimes the decision you make for your happiness is not going to be what everyone else would want for you. And that's just the way life goes. So I want to say that with the Nine of Cups here, I feel like you have realized that the Nine of Cups is what you deserve. And so you're going to go get it with the Chariot energy here. I feel like you're going to go get it. And the Cancer energy tells me that there's been some feelings that you've been keeping under the surface here. The Emperor is at the center of the reading, Aries energy, right? All the kings are in the room when the Emperor's here. Not for you is this investment here. I really do feel that you let go of this because that was not for you. And I think that you let go of that because there's a realization that where you do want to invest is in a new beginning, a new romantic cycle that's scaring the pants off you. I like how she's a mushroom, because mushrooms can be the thing that could kill you in the wild, because they, like, you have to be a botanist to be able to know what to eat, right? The mushrooms can kill you. Five of Swords. You don't know what to say. You're scared of being harsh with your words. Just listening. I want to say that the Devil and the Five of Swords isn't giving me a great energy. It's giving me the energy of that you have been obsessively thinking about you're going to give somebody what for. Like, it feels like you're going to tell someone exactly what you think, and if it hurts their feelings, so what? Let's get to that and clarify it. We'll figure out what's going on there. First of all, let's find out what is coming in the week ahead for you. Aries, what's coming in the week ahead? What's the challenge, for the week ahead? The challenge is showing your feelings, I think. Because right here you have the feelings under the surface. I feel as though you want it to go slow. I feel like you're really busy. You've got a lot on your plate. You could be someone who has multiple jobs or multiple businesses, or you're a single father, single mother. The Emperor is the masculine leaning energy, but it's this feminine and masculine energy. It could be an energy for you, the one who has to take care of it all, holds it all up, and the one who's always taking action to make the investment. You're probably the one who is going to be taking the action for the investment here. So what I want to say is that whatever was back here is not the thing you wanted to invest in. I feel like you're letting go of something in the week ahead in order to make an investment in something else. It does have to do with romance, but I feel like right now it's so far away. It feels so far away that it's kind of making you a little bit crazy. I think you're obsessively thinking about what to say. You don't want to hurt their feelings. You don't want to say something that's going to cause an argument. I feel like you want a brand new start. You're ready to take the leap of faith here in some sort of romantic cycle. You might be sending an invite to somebody, asking them if you can see them. Tell me about the Three of Cups. This is someone that you have not spoke with. This is the Empress, so this person is your counterpart. This is someone that you're connected to energetically because you are supposed to be. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you're wondering if the Empress is single, because you haven't spoken to this person in a very long time, but you're ready to reach out with the Three Cups and ask them if you can take them somewhere. And it's after you release whatever this is. Tell me about this release. Yeah, I feel like you're shutting down one thing in favor of another thing. We've got the Queen of Cups here, and we've got the Five of Pentacles. It tells me that you're releasing some sort of love or some sort of relationship that you were in, and you're going cold on that. You're on the outside looking in, but the Page of Cups is here, which tells me you're pointed toward new love. I think I am going to go into the extended. I will do the clarifications. We will talk about the new romantic cycle, what is not for you, and why you didn't want to invest in this. I'm wondering at what point you realized that you needed to get rid of this, but I feel like you do it in a way where you're no longer going to feel badly about doing the best things for you. And I think that's really rather lovely. We should talk about this energy here too, because it feels like you're scared to reach out to somebody, or you want to take a leap of faith, but you're scared of what might come up. Like, you're scared of what you might say, what might just fall out your mouth, right? We'll talk about that a little more. We have the King of Cups. You could be visiting with the King of Cups, or this is telling, very telling about the energy, because it feels like you've left a Queen of Cups behind. So you've left behind one soulmate energy, and I feel like you're going to another soulmate energy, but I want to say that it's a level up. We're talking about kings and queens, but you're the emperor, and there we figure out why you release this person, because they're not on the same energetic level as you. That's why. Because here's the Empress, and I feel like there is feelings here that you have for the Empress. We'll talk about that as well. All right. I'm going to go into the extended. If you want to be there, come with me. It is in the description down below. And thank you for doing that. Thank you for being here. And thank you for all the ways you love me. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.